Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. We are going to be diving back into some Side-Eye Guy, and Side-Eye Guy's a really cool debunker, skeptic here on YouTube, who has actually been going out and doing his own paranormal investigations of lately, which is really exciting because I'm going to be joining the posse. I'm going to be going out there and investigating myself, baby, and I'm excited. We're almost 50,000 subs, and we're finally getting out there and doing it. The investigation won't be happening until the 7th of next month, but the video won't be out till October. Obviously, we got to go through the editing process, and guys, I'm going to be blunt with you. Whatever we catch, that's it. If we catch nothing, that's the video. It's kind of a scary concept when we sit back and think about it, because it's like we go out there and if we catch nothing, yeah, that's it. That's it. So we're just going into it. No practice at all. We're just going to see what happens. There might be even some entertainment value in us not knowing what we're going to be doing. But anyways, we're going to be diving into his most recent video, which has to do with the boys. I actually just posted a boys gaming video recently, and looking at the thumbnail, I can tell this is their prison. I think is when they went to the prison, and they went with I think Danny from Racka Racka, if I'm not mistaken. I won't lie to you guys, I can see why Side-Eye Guy picked this video. I do. It's not a good one. It's not. And look, the boys have come out in recent videos saying that they have faked. They have. They've put on shows in some of their paranormal videos. The Clown Motel, the Japanese Hotel video. I mean, they have fakery out there. And they've been pretty, for the most part, open about them pulling that kind of shit. So we'll see how this turns out. I already guarantee you Side-Eye Guy is going to be ripping his hair out, because the shit that they would pull in their older videos, I mean, that's not how they really wanted to go about doing paranormal stuff. It wasn't until later they actually started to slowly gain a passion for actually going out there and doing paranormal content. But in the beginning, they kind of rushed into it with that like YouTuber mindset. We just got to make really entertaining content and be as stupid as possible on camera. No offense, boys, but you kind of were stupid back then. Yeah, and that's how their older videos were. And I'm not a fan of a lot of their older paranormal videos. I'm more of a fan of what they do now compared to what they did back then. You know, they're really entertaining, especially their gaming content. If I had to throw away all the paranormal stuff and just tell you guys to go watch their gaming stuff is hilarious. I genuinely enjoy their gaming content. I fucking love their gaming content more than I actually enjoy their boys content, to believe it or not. No offense, boys. I love your gaming stuff. 2019, the pandemic happened. One of my go-to channels to, beat that depression, because I was really depressed at the time. I was locked indoors all day. I couldn't go out and hang out with my friends. It can be pretty bad. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, go support the original video, of course, by Side-Eye Guy. Get that man up to like 30,000 subs already. Holy smokes, it's taken him this long to get up there. That's insane, and it's criminal. He should be a lot higher than 30,000 in my personal opinion. So let's go ahead and dive into the video.
Hey, Segways.
Hello.
Today, I'll be reacting to the boys when they spent the night at Adelaide.
Jeez, yep, 3 years ago. That's about right. That's about right. I wasn't doing reactions to the boys at that time. We're in for a treat.
Jail. The main reason I'm covering this video is because I investigated the same location the boys are at.
Oh!
Since I was there, I got a personal tour with Alison and Cag of Adelaide Haunted Horizons, where they told me all about the history of this historical relic, since they are essentially professional tour guides, and they really know their history about this jail. I also went to Tailem Town with Adelaide Haunted Horizons, and shortly after that, I made a video exposing what...
I have not watched that video. People were asking me, hey, have you checked out the Side-Eye Guy's video for the girls? I haven't, because I haven't seen the investigation. I've been really debating it. Because I actually like a lot of the girls. As people, they seem like genuinely good people. But I have heard some horrifyingly bad things about this investigation and how disrespectful it was. Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's that YouTuber mindset. It's that YouTuber, we have to be over-the-top funny for the sake of just being over-the-top funny, because that's what people like to see. People like to see people just going crazy. If I were to go into a paranormal location and start sticking my tongue out and shit, and then jumping off the walls and stuff, kids would be losing their minds. They'd be like, oh my god, this is the most fantastic shit I've ever seen. And everybody started doing that kind of stuff, and it doesn't sit well with a lot of people, and I'm certainly not one of them. It's not for me. It really isn't. What were those content creators I watched? They went to the Conjuring house. I can't remember their names for the life of me, but Stoke Twins? I think it's the Stoke Twins. I think I just remembered Stoke Twins. That video, oh, so bad.
What a bunch of horrible people the YouTube channel The Girls are. Well, from what I understand, some of the members of The Boys are partnered up with The Girls. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what to expect from this dumpster fire of a video. Since for those of you who did not watch my videos of The Girls, they are just a horrible, horrible bunch of people.
Do you know what's scarier than ghosts? Poor people.
Vile human being. Vile.
Yeah. To be honest, and I've been watching The Boys and all of them for a long, long time. That is something that The Boys kind of started. It's a little bit of a joke between The Boys and Molly. They use a lot of dark humor. And I know what you're going to say. That's no excuse to say what they said about poor people. No, I mean, some of it can be pretty fucked up sometimes. I won't lie. It can be. But I somebody who has been watching The Boys for a couple of years now, this whole poor people thing probably rubbed off on to the girls' channel, I'm assuming. And they kind of just started using it. But The Boys, it was sort of a little shtick they had going with Molly about how apparently he hated poor people. And it was just a bunch of, like, at the time, it was a bunch of sarcasm. I'm sure it still is. I don't think they really mean that. Obviously, these guys go out and they hang out with their fans. They do meet and greets and stuff. I don't think they really hate poor people. It's just a kind of an... I'm not sure if, Side-Eye Guy watches The Boys, and if he doesn't, that would explain probably why he just is not aware of, like, that kind of stuff going on behind, going in there. And look, even if it works for me, even if, like, I know the joke behind it, that doesn't mean the joke's going to work for everybody. It also depends on how you go about telling a joke. Right? I mean, yeah. I haven't seen that girl's video yet, so that the way it did come off sounded a bit odd.
But to be fair, The Boys are not quite as bad as The Girls, because that video of The Girls was quite possibly one of the worst things I've ever seen, and I've watched Brendan Schaub do stand-up.
For the few haters, they're like, oh, you're gonna make fun of Tatum wearing designer jeans and wearing cool shoes? Look at you, dumbass. I'm like, yeah, bitch, the difference is, I've been a fuckboy since day one. I came out the womb a fuckboy.
I will also say, in all fairness, that The Boys, much like The Girls, are clearly not pretending to be serious paranormal investigators. No. They know their lane.
Well, in their more recent stuff, I would say a couple of them have shown that they actually have a more of a passion towards it. Like Josh Dubb, for example. He genuinely wants to take it seriously sometimes, but sometimes the other boys aren't taking it seriously, and they'll start cracking jokes, and he'll be the one kind of trying to take it seriously. That shit happens all the time in their most recent stuff. So there's like a couple of them that are surprisingly more into it than you might expect. But yeah, no, this is a channel, genuinely, it's a comedic channel. The boys have always been comedians. The girls started the girls channel. They since quit. I'm pretty sure the girls are no longer a YouTube channel anymore. I think their videos are still up, but they're no longer continuing that channel. But the boys have always been a very funny, out there kind of dark humor, crazy kind of group, and they're very self-aware about how dark they can get sometimes. Again, it doesn't work for everybody. Some of them kind of go too far sometimes. They've admitted that, and genuinely they even crack jokes about how which one of them could be canceled first, and most of the time they always refer to Molly because Molly genuinely does not give too much of a shit. Yeah, the boys are just a very interesting group. It's either you really love them or you don't, right?
YouTube, and they are very successful at it. I mean, the content is definitely not for me, but that is perfectly fine.
Exactly. People, I'm more of a fan of their gaming stuff, personally. I think the humor works better when they're gaming than going to paranormal investigations. I've enjoyed some of their paranormal investigations. I'm not going to deny that. I loved the Lighthouse investigation. Oh my God, I loved it. Yeah, their gaming stuff is gold. In my opinion, they're some of my favorite gaming channels out there.
I obviously cannot expect every single channel on YouTube to be to my liking. So this is not really a debunking video because I don't think the boys are serious enough to be debunked. And this isn't really that much of a reaction video because I hate this all so much I'm just too numb to react to any of it. So this video really is just Side-Eye Guy pointing out all the disrespectful shit that these clowns pull while at this historical site.
Yeah.
So
this is gonna be, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad because like they do a lot of disrespectful in this video. I remember it. They do quite a few disrespectful things. It is right in your face too.
We're out here with the boys today, mulling and smashing at the haunted Adelaide jail. That's right, boys. This is gonna be a spooky video.
It's ghost hunting time. It's ghost hunting time.
When I was 8 years old, I heard my mom having sex in the bedroom next door.
but my dad was on a business trip. Ever since then, I've been on a quest to prove that ghosts are real.
This little bit here becomes a running joke in the whole video,
Yeah.
and I gotta be honest, I don't really hate it. It is
Oh, that's
definitely
good.
more creative and has better delivery than anything the girls did in their cringe fest of a video.
Leave you to hold it then?
What are they putting in this stuff? Got me wired.
All right, boys, we are in the Adelaide jail. We've made it in. We are on the ground. We got a bunch of ghost equipment with us today. I have the EMF reader.
What does it do? Do you even know that works?
Beeps if you're gay.
No, it doesn't.
Beep, 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 beep.
We also have
A spirit box. We're not really sure
Yep.
how it works.
you know what this is? You turn it on, you're supposed to talk into it, and the ghost's supposed to reply to you.
It's just a radio. Nothing more, nothing else. But to be fair, every other ghost hunter says the exact same thing, so I'm not gonna pick on these guys about it.
I'm gonna be using one in my investigation. Well, honestly, I want to experiment anyways. You know, first time ever investigating. I'm just gonna be filming it. So you know what though? I'd be okay. Actually, honest to God, I want people to watch the paranormal investigation and tell me what I did wrong. Like every other paranormal channel out here, I would encourage people to, when I do my investigation, watch it, tell me what I should improve upon, and I can improve upon it. Because I will be looking at my comments.
I have a black light, this little thing here, and what this little sucker does is it shows up blood, carbon, it shows semen.
All kinds of like seminal fluids and
Juicy.
bodily fluids and stuff like that.
Got a little something.
What? Why are you looking at me?
What did you do before you...
To wipe that off after our session. No,
I've been bad, Daddy. Lock me up.
This looks familiar.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah, it's Oh, I'm so sure.
But the boys uploaded their video a year before the girls did this same joke. So the boys did do it first.
They certainly did. Again, the girls were, I'm not going to say a straight up copy of the boys. I'm not going to say that, but it was definitely inspired from the boys because they are made up of a bunch of the boys' girlfriends, actually, like Gabby. At the time, was it, oh my gosh. Liv is Juicy's girlfriend? Liv is Juicy's girlfriend. She was in the girls, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, she was the first one to leave the girls. Liv is pretty cool. Gabby, who is really cool, and congratulations to Gabby. She's having a kid, so that's cool. Josh's girlfriend, the one that just did that joke with the stuff all over her face, it used to be Josh's girlfriend. I'm trying to remember her name. It's been a while since she's been in any of their videos, so I'm having a hard time kind of coming up with what her name is. But basically, yeah, they departed and started doing their own things. And the other person who was not in a relationship with any of the boys was a part of the girls, too. But she was a very, very popular, like, Twitch streamer. A lot of them, obviously, being in relationships with a lot of the boys, watch a lot of their videos, probably got inspired with the humor to do that kind of similar stuff. That does not surprise me. Again, I haven't seen the girls' video, but that doesn't surprise me at all.
And I'm hardly surprised that the girls are just copying whatever the boys do. But the chances are the boys took this idea from another shit channel like fucking J Station or some shit, I don't know.
I've done a lot of stupid things in my life, and a lot of stupid things for attention on YouTube.
46 people were murdered here.
44 men and 1 woman were executed by hanging. So I guess that depends on your own moral standings with capital punishment if you consider this murder. There was also 1 stillbirth on the property, but I would be very surprised if the boys actually knew about this, since it isn't very widely reported on. It's more than likely the boys just got their numbers wrong here.
46 people were murdered.
Wrong. They've given us access to pretty much everywhere in the prison. We're locked in here completely overnight. They literally lock the doors. We can't leave.
Yeah, we can't actually leave.
That is complete and utter bollocks. Of course they're allowed to leave. They're also not alone in the prison either. There is always at least 1 staff member on site for health and safety reasons.
Yep.
You will soon see why this is a necessary policy in many of these historical haunted locations, where dumbass YouTubers want to spend overnight. But from what I can see in this
They have to add another level of intensity, like, well, we can't leave here, there's nobody here, we're here by ourselves, and it's just lying. It's just lying at that point. You're lying to your audiences. Just tell them the truth, be honest, say, there's a guy here. If we ever see a figure walking in the background, don't freak out. It's probably the fucking tour guide walking around and making sure we're not doing anything stupid. Yeah, you know, it's the small things like that. If more YouTubers started telling people, it'd make you feel like you had a bond and a trust with your content creator, the people that you support. But they don't even share that, and that kind of bums me out. It does. And you know what? As much as I love the boys, it does bum me out that they would keep that kind of shit secret. Right? Did they not ever think that one day some other content creator would go to that same location and then have to do the same exact investigation, knowing full well that there is somebody on the premises at all times? You're allowed to leave whenever you want. Just ring us up on the phone and we'll be here in a second to unlock the door. Yeah, it's just, why lie about it? It's just, yeah, obvious. It's all, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's bothersome. It's annoying because, like, there's more. It's not just the boys. It's obviously other content creators too who would obviously do that for intensity purposes.
There was nobody actually there keeping an eye on these idiots while they're at the jail. There really should be someone actually there in person keeping an eye on these guys. Maybe they got around this because they're big time YouTubers, or maybe something else happened behind the scenes that the boys somehow managed to get around this. I have no idea. But they definitely should not have been left unsupervised at this jail for this whole time, because they are a bunch of twats that took full advantage of this.
This is f***ing creepy, dude. Is this a cell? Whoa! What the f*** was that?
Dose? Dose?
No, Dose couldn't have done that, dude. It was in the bathroom.
Bro, the bin just got... What the f***? Who's that guest? It's Raka Raka!
I really like Raka Raka's
Fucking phenomenal content creators. What YouTube did to them is criminal. Criminal.
early stuff. I've not watched the channel in a while now, but how could you not like Ronald McDonald acting like a homicidal maniac?
Yes! Oh, dude. Oh, God. Raka Raka are one of my biggest inspirations for YouTube. Their McDonald's stuff is genius. Oh, you know what? I will even go as far as saying classic YouTube content. I have a lot of admiration for those guys. And their movie, I know there was a lot of hype behind it. It's damn good. It's a damn good time.
All that really, really great Marvel vs. DC video. But unfortunately, while he's with the boys, he acts like a complete pillock.
Hey, where's Juicy?
Get me out of here, dude.
Climbing up the gates of this old historical building is so disrespectful to the property, it's unreal. Imagine if you were on a group tour and you just saw one clown doing this in the middle of the tour. And just because these guys are filming at night for a YouTube channel is no excuse for this terrible, terrible behavior.
What are you doing here?
I got invited. I'm a part of the boys now, right, guys?
No.
Well, I turned on myself.
I didn't. It was a pocket. My hands are not in my pocket. I did not turn that on.
What do you mean? That just turned on by itself, did it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
Oh, this is f***ing creepy.
Oh, I don't like that.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
What is this thing anyway? Mirror box.
So what happens is you put it on and it sweeps through the frequencies until you hear stuff.
Oh, what the f***? What the f*** was that?
I don't know, you didn't replay it or turn up the volume or anything. All I saw was a bunch of unnecessary cuts and the camera swinging around wildly.
Yeah,
along with
this to me was not even a paranormal investigation. This was just a bunch of guys walking into an old building and trying to make it spooky, in a sense. This was, again, that YouTuber mentality where they just had to try to be funny. That's what it was. And the paranormal is at such a different spot today that videos like this just don't sit well, and they don't. Like, to me, like, he's right. I'm rewatching this right now, and it's not working for me. It's just not. It didn't work for me well back then. It's really not working for me well now. Obviously, I love a lot of the guys in this video. I think they're fantastic content creators, and I've heard really good stories about these guys in person. But this kind of behavior, yeah, the climbing the gate stuff, old building, I mean, and it doesn't matter how much money you have, this stuff is irreplaceable. Don't break it because of a silly video. It's a video, okay? Treat it with respect. Treat it with class. It'd be one thing if, like, they actually genuinely got scared in the heat of the moment and accidentally ran into something and broke it, and they actually felt bad. That's one thing. But to actually intentionally, for a joke, jump up on something and break it or whatever have you, if that accident did happen, and I wouldn't even consider it an accident because you should have known better not to jump up there anyways, then it would have been a shame, right?
The annoying noises of you guys screaming over what is essentially a radio doing what a radio does. Because, you know, it's a radio.
Yeah.
When I was 8 years old, I saw a Rubik's Cube float in front of me in bed and solve itself. Ever since then, I've been trying to prove that ghosts are real. These are my stories.
You're not helping.
I know I said before that I don't hate this running joke, but I can see it going in that direction soon enough.
Yeah,
What's in this
it happens, I think, 3 more times at least.
Juicy, they left a request. Suck my dick.
Said and done, Daddy. Said and done.
Anything under there, Juicy?
Nope, nothing. Off. Off. Somebody roll off me.
I get it!
Well. Ghost! Close the door. It's a ghost. He's locked us in here. Oh, this is bad, Ghost. This is bad. Oh, it's not locked.
Yeah.
It wasn't locked.
Tired.
Boss. I'm not naive enough to stop
Yes! Yes, a Green Mile reference. I love
having
it.
a go at these guys for having no respect for paranormal investigating. Because to be fair, I piss around a lot when I'm doing paranormal investigation.
Side-eye guy's handcuffed alone in the Blair house. But, you know what? That's not... It's not disrespectful, though. That's not... You know, it's challenging yourself to do something. Being there's a bit... I feel like there's such a difference. There's such a difference. I really mean that.
Be gentle, it's my first time.
You can have fun and crack jokes in paranormal investigations. You absolutely can. Go for it. But just be respectful. That's all anybody would ask. Just be respectful.
Just you can make it hurt.
And the audience for the boys would mostly be teens and early 20s who have TikTok brain and can't handle a single shot lasting more than 5 seconds. And that is perfectly fine. That is the kind of content they like, and that is not the kind of content that I like. That's fine. I also don't really give a shit if these guys fake their ghost experiences. I mean, just look at them. You think they wouldn't stoop to that kind of level? They obviously wouldn't give a shit to fake their content, and their audience probably couldn't care less either. If they are here just to make dicks of themselves, then more power to them, I guess. I just can't help but think of them slamming those doors shut and climbing up historical gates is crossing a line. But believe me, dear viewer, this is going to get far worse.
No, I completely stand by you when you say that. I really do. Because I love the boys. I'll go as far as saying it. I love their fucking content. Most of it. I'd go ahead and say like 85% of their content I absolutely adore. I eat it up, especially their solo channels, you know, Josh Dub, Molly, Eddie VR back in the day. That stuff, so good. So phenomenally, so fun. I love it. But I do agree with you that there are times when they would pull shit in these very historical locations that bother me. It always will, it always has. Again, I feel like depending on the situation, if you were to like get scared and run, you know, getting scared and run happens in paranormal investigations, right? I mean, people feel fear. They react. That's fine, okay? But if you're intentionally going in there for the sake of the video and trying to make something funny or whatever have you, and you are willing to put in an act of over-exaggerating just for the sake of a video, and you accidentally like run into something and break something that is irreplaceable, that's another thing. Like, again, you're allowed to have fun in these investigations. You are 100% allowed to have fun. Just keep it to a minimum. Don't be stupid. Just don't be stupid when you go into these places, because some of these places have irreplaceable artifacts, are old, they deserve respect, so please don't be stupid.
Dead woman walking. $25. Not now. Free.
The reason they found this so funny is because this is the Adelaide jail storage area for the staff members. The boys should not have access to this small room. I just hope they didn't actually steal that book. But when you realise that these guys somehow gain entry into these areas that they have no business or right to get into, and they just laugh about it, then, at least to me, they just come across like a bunch of assholes.
You know, you're right. You're actually right. You're actually right. There's no defending it. Sorry, as big of a boys fan as I am, that shit, yeah, is disrespectful as hell. You get access to these buildings. They tell you go wherever you want. Go wherever you want. But maybe have a little common knowledge in class, not go into their personal shit. Just having some common decency. Because that's what it is just having common decency, not to do something that you should already know not to be doing. Like, what if something private was in there? What if something like that they didn't want someone to see on camera was in that room, and you showed it on camera? you know what I mean? Like, it's just no. I agree with that, man. That's kind of unfortunate to see. I can't deny that. That's unfortunate to see. Again, they have acknowledged that they used to be stupid in these videos, and they regret it. They have acknowledged that. This is not something, of course, that's new. They've acknowledged that, especially Josh, at least has acknowledged it, that I've seen. He regrets some of the decision-making in these videos, and this, yeah.
This may well be the reason why they've been banned from Adelaide Jail, as well as a bunch of other locations in the south of Australia, as explained in this video here by one of the boys.
July 24th, 2021. Overnight in Most Haunted Jail. This was my first spooky dooky experience. I gathered with my favorite homies with extra chromies. We'd always wanted to get into exploring haunted locations, and the first video was a hit. As for the actual night, well, we just made jokes and ended up being banned from every haunted location in South Australia. Like, we literally got banned from every fucking place in South Australia. Yeah, it turns out that they all talk to each other, and they were like,
we've got these people that come in and pretended to be paranormal investigators, and they're actually just a bunch of autistic, dick and cum fart joke boys.
So they all talked to one another, and we got banned, and we didn't know if we were ever going to be able to do it again.
They did it again, all right. Many, many more times.
I got them to organise a clown for us. You want to come get it with me? Yeah. This is keep walking, ready?
Take a good look around, boys. This is all where we're going to end up eventually.
I want that one. I want that one.
You can't have that one. Why not? You're getting hung for your war crimes.
That's really quite a zinger, isn't it?
Molly and Danny have run off to suck each other off, obviously, or to scare us. Did you hear that?
Mom's coming.
Jesse, don't run away. None of the jail, dude.
What's in here?
Do we have any torches? They took both the torches.
Yeah, they have both our flashlights.
Why the f did they do that? We actually need those.
Right, you're in here and you're naked. They've stripped you down.
And to be honest, and I didn't say nothing at the moment, they have the right to talk like that, okay? If you are going into these locations and you're being dickheads and disrespectful, they have the right to let other business owners know that, hey, this was our experience with them. Save yourself the trouble. Don't let them into your building. And you know what I would say if I was a business owner and I'm like, I have one of these historical locations? Thank you for letting me know. I won't let them near my building. Why? Because I have shit in my building I care about. And a lot of people around us care about. These are historical locations. These aren't fucking McDonald's play areas, right? Looking at this video now and seeing it, that bothered me a little bit. I can't deny that. That did bother me. It's like they have the right to say that. They have the right to not let you into those places if this is how you're gonna act. So.
Fingered your asshole to search for like Pokemon cards and shit and cigarettes. They feed you like a piece of bread a day. They kiss you on the lips. You don't get to see anybody, dude. Talking about primary school.
Oh, I've spent 30 seconds in here. I'm already starting to get out.
I know this feeling all too well.
Wait, right?
Shut up, dude. Stop, dude. Stop. Stop. Stop.
There's tension here.
I've never seen that clip. What episode is this from? That was cringe as fuck.
There's a lot of tension here.
Is Miley or Danny behind this f***ing door? Are you behind it?
Wait, it's bolted?
It just, the knob just Oh, get the f*** out of here, dude. Get the f*** out of here. Go, go, go. Come on, go, go, go.
Yeah, fake as fuck. Yeah.
We've had a paranormal manifestation back in the pottery class.
I'm pretty sure we all know that the boys are not seriously trying to make out the knocks on those doors was paranormal.
No.
It's all just a joke, and it's so over the top and silly that I doubt their audience would think that this is anything more than a bunch of YouTubers running, screaming, and treating the place like their own personal playground. And honestly, this is the biggest problem I have with this video. These entitled idiots just treat this amazing historical location like a 6-year-old would treat a playground at their local park.
This place is f***ing huge. Honestly, I don't even remember which way, how to go back to the entry.
Whoa, what the f***? What the f***? What the f***? What the f***?
He's making some good points. Yeah, there's no getting around it. There's no getting around it. That's exactly how it comes off. Especially when you're somebody who has a passion for the paranormal, you have a, you know, profound appreciation for a lot of these locations. The guy said he's been there. He thinks it's beautiful. This is definitely just a giant disgrace to that location. It just is. There's no getting around it. These guys are fun. They're hilarious. Oh my god. Their gaming stuff, I'm going to spout that this entire review. Gaming stuff is phenomenal. This is not good. Yeah, this is not good.
Oh, what the f***? What? Oh. Jesus Christ. Why would someone do that, man?
Well, if you read the information plaque right next to you...
Can you read?
You would understand that the mannequin there is to represent the only woman to die at Adelaide Jail, Elizabeth Walcock, as that was her cell. Elizabeth had a truly tragic life that eventually led her being hung at Adelaide Jail at the young age of just 25.
Here, ghosty, ghosty, ghosty.
25 years old.
Ghosty, ghosty, ghosty. I'm about to lose my freaking mind!
One time when I was young, I woke up, I had ectoplasm all over my belly button. Really? It was the most supernatural shit that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, it's funny because he's talking about cum, not ectoplasm, but cum.
Are we all just forgetting that Molly and Danny disappeared an hour ago?
What do you want me to do about it?
With both of our torches?
What do you want me to do about it?
I don't want to cause any shit.
Well, you're causing it because I'm here to...
Molly!
I am here to capture paranormal evidence, Josh.
Okay, well,
I don't know why you're here.
We should actually probably find the rest of our crew. Whoa! Whoa! There, he's right there! He's right there, you motherfucker! Oh!
This creepy Pennywise-looking clown is part of the Adelaide Jail's Halloween props and...
I honest to God thought they brought that in. I honest to God thought they brought that in. I always thought the clown was actually something they brought in with them. I didn't realize that actually had belonged. And from the looks of it, it's not just a hanging clown. It looks like an animatronic, one of those cheap animatronics from like Amazon that you can get. From what it looks like, the face looks familiar. So probably not all too cheap either. And they're kind of just throwing it around. This actually, if that does, in fact, which I believe Side-Eye Guy, if it in fact belongs to that building, this reeks of the Belair House incident when Colby kicked the bear. That's kind of unfortunate to find out.
Decorations, because they do a haunted maze attraction during the Halloween period. The people working at Adelaide Jail must have been nice enough to allow these fellas to borrow this clown, as this was said earlier.
I got them to organise a clown for us. Oh, that.
Okay, well that's at least good to know. That is at least good to know. But that doesn't mean it's okay to toss it and, you know.
But these lovely chaps replayed the trust of the workers at Adelaide Jail with throwing their property on the floor. I'm starting to see now why these guys and the girls make such well-suited couples.
I literally reckon I could scale this wall.
I'll give you all the money in my wallet right now if you can climb that.
Oh, you haven't seen his wallet.
Parkour.
As a Brit living in Australia, with the exception of the First Nation people here, you guys don't really have a ton of history. Especially history like Adelaide Jail, where you can walk inside it, touch, smell, feel everything on that site. Not so long ago, Adelaide Jail was actually in danger of being knocked down, since it has a prime location in the city of Adelaide. And it does make me sad that there are Australians out there like the boys who just cannot respect or appreciate their own history. Again, if you or I were in a group walking tour in this jail and you saw one twat climbing the walls, you'd be disgusted. And yes, I'm aware that these walls are designed for this, and I doubt the walls would have been actually damaged with this little stunt. But it's still...
It's the idea they did it. Yeah, for the sake of a video. It's the idea.
Still so disrespectful to that building and the staff members working there. It's also disrespectful to the people buried in the jail, because effectively this jail is also a cemetery. When all is said and done, you just don't act like this. Have some respect. No wonder you were banned from these places, because you're all acting like a bunch of spoilt, entitled YouTuber wankers.
Hello, any spooky ghosts? Ooh, please.
Here you go, Juice. You good, brother.
Please don't f me, Casper. Ooh, fill me full of your ectoplasm, daddy. What? Yo, look! There's a dick! Dick puddle. What does that mean?
What does it mean?
Dick, it's an arrow pointing to death.
Wait, it's pointing to this puddle. It's pointing to this puddle.
Calm down.
Shoe puddle. Shoe. Wait, check your shoes, Check your shoes.
Anything on that?
Okay, check yours.
I hold this.
What does it taste like, Danny? Which way?
That way.
I can feel my IQ dropping. I can actually feel my brain melting. I can feel the disappointment in my parents just by watching this moronic video.
Graves? The body of 7 men who were executed in A-Wing. What? Yeah. This is death row, dude. This is where Snoop Dogg recorded all this shit, man.
Attempted child murder?
Attempted? That's weak.
Man, that is fucked up.
I've tried to not get on my high horse about these dickheads making inappropriate jokes, since I'm no saint with making edgy jokes myself, but this one really is disgusting. I mean, come on, guys. Come on.
Shortly after giving birth, Hart attempted to suffocate her baby. Then a nurse found the baby inside a briefcase.
Baby in a briefcase.
Yeah.
Cheaper than buying a plane ticket.
Seriously, I'm not the joke police
Yeah,
or
no, it's
anything,
pretty fucked
and I'll
up.
defend their right.
It's pretty fucked up. There's no getting around it. Yeah, wow. I completely had forgotten about that joke.
To make bad jokes, but this is still in disgusting poor taste to make a joke about a child murder, especially when this really happened.
Yeah.
This is historically
Yeah, no, you're
documented.
right.
This really did happen.
When I was 8 years old, I witnessed a man put a whole chicken wing in his mouth and pull out just the bone. That was pretty gay.
Shut the fuck up! This isn't funny anymore. The joke's over.
I've been saying that from the start.
Wait, that's... What the f is that? Bro, that's someone's been hung up there. No. This ain't for me, Chief. Dude, there was 3 people up there, and one of them had a
mannequin
noose around his head.
There were 3 mannequins up there, and they were reenacting an execution. Calm yourself, Tinkerbell.
That shit was terrifying.
Fucking Tinkerbell.
Those people up there.
Oh, stop! I'm sorry, dude. I can't. There's fucking people hiding.
Wait, the canteen? Oh.
Sorry.
Why would they do that?
Listen, I find mannequins creepy too, but you guys really need to chill the fuck out whenever you see a mannequin.
Alright, I think it's time for us to stop f***ing around.
You should have said this 2 minutes into the video.
I think we should go to the most haunted part of the jail.
Yes. We have a Ouija board.
We were in here before, weren't we? Oh, this is creepy as hell.
This is very creepy.
Oh.
Dude, that's where the gallows...
I'm pretty sure they were told not to go up there, and they do it anyways.
No, we're not allowed up there.
Up here?
Yeah, it's locked, dude. We're not allowed to go up there.
And they go up there anyways. But they might have gotten permission because it was unlocked. I don't know.
It's not locked.
This gate should be locked. Nobody is allowed up there. I have no idea how the boys managed to gain entry into the upstairs area, but when I was at Adelaide Jail, I was told that nobody is allowed up those stairs under...
That would be one of probably of the biggest reasons why they got banned. Even after being told not to go up there, they went up there.
Any circumstances.
You're joking.
We're not supposed to... I'm not even sure if we're allowed to post us going up there.
That's literally the one place we can't go.
The people who work at Adelaide Jail are a nice bunch. They care about the building, they care about the history, and they also have respect for those who died and are buried on this site. The boys are just being a pack of dickheads here. They know what they're doing is wrong, but they just go ahead and do it anyway.
Yep, that's... As a matter of fact, even I, at the time, first time I saw this, I was not a fan of that. It's like they told you not to go up there, and here you are going up.
This is literally...
Respect the owner's wishes. They're fucking nice enough to let you go into these locations and give you access to most of the building, and just respect the fucking people's wishes. How difficult is that to understand? I don't understand how people can just let it go right by their heads. It has to be an ego thing. I'm sorry, I'm getting actually frustrated. It has to be an ego thing because there's no other reason behind it.
Death row. This is where we should be looking for the most activity.
All right, we're gonna use some of the spooky ghost equipment on death row right next to the gallows. Let's go.
Well, it's 4 a.m. and we're on death row. Does anyone know how this thing works? Sorry. That's fun.
Oh my was that? We're legit all in here. This is everybody.
There's no one else in this block either.
No. We didn't bring anyone else. Danny's the only hidden guy.
Maybe it's one of those staff members who were on site, who have finally had enough of your shit, or they just want to check up on you.
I'm out of here, dude. These were all closed before.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
What the was that?
We hear banging. We hear sounds.
Why were those doors open?
All the doors were open that were closed.
Who did it?
We were all in the room.
How do you fake the temperature reader going up?
I don't care. This is clearly all staged, so let's just skip all this shit.
I'm never going back. I'll never come back here again.
Yeah, because you got banned from coming back.
Yo, so I gotta take a piss real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
If that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll be just a minute. Please don't go anywhere.
Why do they always go to piss together?
I don't know, dude. They're always doing this shit.
Something's going on in there. Why are they shutting the door? Are they shutting the door?
I can't take it anymore! I just want to die!
Why'd it take so long?
You can't rush art, Josh.
Yeah, I'm spelling my name.
Give me the black light. Who's got the black light? Yeah. I want to see what you're doing in here.
Stop. I was just taking a piss, Josh. Literally just taking a leak.
Come on.
Josh.
What?
Look, it's just...
What the That wasn't me!
Juicy!
I was just taking a leak!
Another cum joke. So original. But whatever that fluid is here to make this hilarious joke, which I'm going to assume is not actually cum, some poor bastard who works there still has to clean up this crap that they have made. Because I guarantee the boys didn't clean up after themselves. They even say whatever this fluid is smells really bad.
Oh, it smells like cum in here, dude.
Anyone could have done that.
Yet again, it's these guys acting like a bunch of bellends. And they are being disrespectful to this historic building, its walls, and its infrastructure, as well as all the people who are actually hosting them.
Well, these are actual graves.
Real people buried here.
So people would come to pay their respects, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
The living family members of whose relatives died at this location do still come to pay respects to this day. But even after realizing this, it won't stop the boys from acting like a bunch of dicks.
Boys. The sun's in the sky at 6:30 in the morning. You spent all night in jail.
Wait,
You can go now. You're free to leave.
our sentence is up?
And this is about as much of the video as I can be bothered to watch. I don't particularly care that these guys are making fun of ghost hunting and faking their stuff because, you know, just look at them. I don't even really care about the cringe crass jokes as long as they're not making fun of dead kids, which is seriously just such a low blow. The only real issue I have with this video is the way these arseholes are treating this amazing piece of history. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the boys. Am I being too harsh on them or is this about right?
I think if we're talking about this video and maybe several other videos they have done, I think you're pretty much right on the money, I would say. And I'm a fan of the boys, but I'd say you're right on the money.
Off to play with traffic on the Bruce Highway. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Cheerio!
No, man, you were in the right to say what you said, 100%. Looking back on it and hearing your thought really, unfortunately, rubbed me the wrong way. Looking at that video, I know they've acknowledged that they have done things that they do regret, but this, it was a little bit worse than I remember. That's a shame. And then, you know, let them have access to their props and they just throw it around like that, and, you know, dumping that liquid onto the wall and probably not even cleaning it up. I'd hope they would clean it up if they had several hours. I don't know. Obviously, that's something they would have to answer because we just don't know, or the owners would have to answer. Making the jokes about the dead people. There's a lot here that really is... To be honest, it reeks of a lot of the things I've criticized other paranormal channels for doing. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in looking back on that and actually seeing that video again. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I think it was pretty bad. I think that investigation, if you really want to even call it that, it really wasn't. It was just a bunch of guys going into a spooky location and trying to be funny, and it just kind of comes off cringy and just wrong overall. So let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. I'm curious to hear your guys' opinions down below. Leave a like, leave a subscription, go support the original video because I think Side Eye Guy did an amazing job here. I think his overall commentary on this was accurate, and I agree with him in like everything he said. So let me know what you think, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Please do take care.
mystery. If you can't speak, answers through, you won't be mended.